Hey guys, I'm really excited to share this last free technology resource with you. It is without a doubt my favorite online free resource. Um, I'm so sad that in my district I'm not allowed to use this, or I should say it's frowned upon to use this now that we are a full Google school. But it was a sad day when I had to um, stop using Schoology. But for those of you that are still able to use this, or if you do not have an online classroom yet, maybe you're not a Google school, um, Schoology is absolutely fantastic. So today I'm going to try to show you how to set up Schoology and then familiarize um, you guys with some resources uh, inside of Schoology. All right, so the reason I chose this is because, first of all, it's a one-stop shop for classroom management in an online class setting. It offers attendance, uh, place for a grade book, both traditional and standards-based. Um, it gives the teacher an opportunity to create online quizzes, tests, assignments, and assessments. Provides instant feedback and differentiation opportunities. It also allows teachers and groups to collaborate and build engagement and personal learning networks. Uh, it can run on any web browser. The students can download the app, which my students always like to do. It also connects with Google Drive, Twitter, Facebook, and many other different sites and apps. And it also has a code for the parents to follow along with the class and check on the student's progress. So the two standards, the two ISTE standards that I connected this with were number 4, collaborator. Educators dedicate time to collaborate with both colleagues and students to improve practice, discover and share resources and ideas, and solve problems. Educators collaborate and co-learn with students to discover and use new digital resources and diagnose and troubleshoot technology issues. 5, designer. Educators design authentic, learner-driven activities and environment that recognize and accommodate learner variability. Educators design authentic learning activities that align with content area standards and use digital tools and resources to maximize active and deep learning. So Schoology is pretty easy to get signed up. So if you have not signed up for an account, you just click sign up, and whether you're an instructor, student, and this is a place where the parent can put in their parent code. So if you are a student, you would just click this, and since I'm not a student, it already logged me in. But if you were a student, it would allow you to sign up, and the things that it will ask you for is the class code, which the teacher will give to the student. It'll ask you to put your first and last name, a password, your birth date, because it sends you some stuff on your birthday, and then you just check the box, you agree to the terms, and you are invited into the classroom. Now, once you do that, whether you are a teacher or a student, you can click log in. And the one thing that I always loved about this was it had kind of the Facebook feel to it. So it should be very familiar social media type app like feeling to it for your students and for you as well. So up here you can see this is the courses that I have, groups and resources. This is just like it is on Facebook, where you can click on this, and to protect the privacy of my students, I'm not going to open this up, but this is where they can message you about maybe an assignment, a specific question that they may have felt embarrassed to ask on the message board, so that they can send that as a direct message to you. This is your calendar that have upcoming assignments and due dates and things like that. And anytime you get somebody submits an assignment or anything like that, you will get a notification pop up there. So let's take a look at the courses. So you can see some of my courses that I've had in the past. And if I click on my courses over here, the cool thing about Schoology is you can leave them active or the ones down here that are inactive. And then I also have my archived courses from the first years that I used Schoology. So if I come back here to the current, you can join a class here, join a course here. So this is where, like, if you're trying to collaborate with another teacher in your building or in another district that might be using Schoology, you can have them join your class as either a student or an administrator on your class page. If you want to create a course, you just go to create course, type in the course name, the section, subject area, and then whatever grade it is. You hit create, and that will generate your class code. Pretty easy. Then you will project that to the students, and they will be able to join your class. So let's take a look here at, go back here. I want to take a look at my new class that I've created. Let's go to courses, Stubbs 2018-19 demo class. And you can see there's really nothing in there because I've created as a demo class. So let's look down here. So this is the tab we're on, materials. So there's really nothing in there right now. This is a cool thing. This is an update. So this is kind of like sending out a group message to the people in your class. And you could say, hey guys, don't forget to complete lesson 1-1 for homework. This is due tomorrow morning. And you can put something silly in there if you want, and then just hit post, and that will send it to all of the students. And a lot of times they like to comment underneath. Sometimes I will put something silly in there that they have to say in the comment to let me know that they saw the message. And this also, you can control this if you want to delete a comment or edit a comment, or if somebody posts something that's not school appropriate, you can delete that. You also have your grade book, which, like I said, you can do standards-based grading or you can do the traditional. The only person I have in there is John Doe. I created a dummy account. So you can go in and set your grade book up, and since we do, so I could say homework is one of my categories, and percent, and I can drop the lowest if I want to, and now create a category. So I could create all the categories that I want, unit test, embedded assessments, quizzes, things like that. You can set up your grading periods, which is a must if you're going to use the grade book. And you can see all the other different features. The grade book is pretty cool if you can get that set up before the beginning of the grading period. This is another neat feature, the badges. So this is a way to develop that positive reinforcement of positive behavior. Like if a student makes it a whole month without missing a school, you might want to give them a badge. If they were completed their homework, participation, positive attitude, problem solver, I really like that one. And then if you want to give out a student of the month, you can add any of those. So that's a really nice feature. You can also take attendance, which is a nice way to have, like if you're not, we use Infinite Campus. I know there's other different ones out there, but this is just a nice way to have everything in a one-stop shop. And then you can see the members of the class. There's me and there's John Doe. And if I want to go in here and send a message directly to him, I can change his password if he forgets his password, or I can unenroll them. Like if a student leaves halfway through the year, I can unenroll them. And this over here, every time you are on this in green over here will be your parent access code. So you can download that and it will pop up and you'll be able to give the student their parent's access code, or you can email that to the parent directly if they request it. So I want to show you real quickly the reason that I save all of my classes from the past is because you put a lot of work into this up front, and it will save you a lot of work in the years after. So this was a particular year that I had all this material uploaded. So let's take a look at Unit 1. Nice and neatly organized here. All the activities in there. So you can go in and click the activities. Let's say lesson 1, 2, and then there's different things that you can see in there that I created, assignments, quizzes for the students, and they are not highlighted right now. So if I publish those, you should see that they will come to color now. And you do that so you can create a bunch of assignments ahead and then unpublish them so the students cannot see them. So if I wanted to create another assignment in there for 1, 2, I could just, it's pretty easy. You go in and just add a test or a quiz, and then you name it. Let's say lesson 1, 2 refresher. And if I want to put a due date on there as Tuesday at 11:59, we'll call it homework. And we can do the numeric scale, publish to students, and then I can hit create. And then I can begin adding questions in there, settings, preview, results, comments. So if I want to write directions in there for the students. But questions are pretty easy. You just add a question. You can pick any of these. If you want to do true, false, you can make up your question and then create question. So you can play around with that. So if I go back out here, I wanted to show you, if I go back to Unit 1, why I save all my courses is because I can simply go over here under the drop-down box of Unit 1 from this previous year, click Copy Course, and I can hit Stubs Demo, and then I can copy that folder right on over to my new class for this year. That way I already have all the materials that I need, and I can copy them to the classes as need be. So now if I go back out here, there it is. And if I want to add some new materials to Unit 1, I may add, if I add a link, I can put in ratios and proportions video. And I can add that to that, and I can pretty much create anything I want in here. But the key is to have all that stuff built up over the years so you can just copy it to your new courses to make it real easy. So there's so many features to Schoology, and you got to just kind of get in there and play around with it. I gave you pretty much the main ideas on how to get in there, how to log in, how to have your students log in, and how to create your courses, which is the big thing, and then you can get in and kind of play around with it the way you want to. But it is my absolute favorite resource of all time, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.